everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at some more Heroscape stuff. Specifically, we're going to be taking a look at a set called Boiling Tension. We're also taking a look at some lava and the glyphs. The lava goes with Boiling Tension, the glyphs not particularly, but glyphs are fantastic, and you should buy them right now. So I'm going to go over both the lava, the glyphs, and then 4 different packs from the Boiling Tension set. Here we go. So first we have the lava, which we'll talk about some more with some of these figures. So we have lava fields here, the lava, and these are lava fields, lava, and then we have rock outcrops. Now the rock outcrops are just rocks. They have little pegs on the bottom of them, so you can fit them in some of the tiles. So they go on top of lava. They're obstacles. Lava itself, it looks kind of cool. They have these speckles in it, and it's kind of like lava flow. Although, I don't know, to me, it kind of makes me think that my tiles have been bent or something like that. But it looks better when it's put on the map. Anyway, very dangerous stuff. You move into this, you roll a 20-sided die. On a 20, you're fine. 1 to 19, you're destroyed. So unless you have some sort of protection, you're never moving into them, obviously. But people who can push other people with lava are very dangerous. Lava fields are also dangerous, but here you just roll a regular hit die when you're on it. And if you roll a skull, you take a wound. Otherwise, you're safe. So not as dangerous, and sometimes you might want to run through them, but still not the greatest thing to run over. All right, let's talk about glyphs. Glyphs are one of my favorite things in Heroscape. I love them because they make the map more dynamic. You put glyphs face down on the map. When someone lands on them, something might happen. There are one-shots. These are the 5 one-shots. And then there are ones that as long as you have someone on that, you get that special ability. For your army, all your common creatures have +1 attack. Everybody has +1 attack. Uniques have +1 attack. Anyone with range is +4 to their range. Your 20-siders, you get +1 on them, which is kind of useful for lava. You have a 1 out of 10 chance of dying. Defense +1, defense +2. A pit trap, you can't move off it. No, that one's not great. This one, Thorian here, you have to be adjacent to your figures to attack them. And then this one here, you roll a 20-sided die. If you roll 1, you take a wound. Otherwise, your opponent has to give one of their people a wound. These are more one-shot ones. When you land on them, you can cancel someone else's power. There's a chance, a 5 through 20. You can summon someone next to you. You can heal yourself completely, revive someone completely. And you can intercept an order, which is going to remove an order marker from someone else's card. These are all useful. I'll tell you from having played it that the defense +2 is insanity. If your opponent gets on that, you will do everything you can to get them off of that. Although having the extra range or being forced to be next to people, these are pretty cool, and I love adding them. You can also play with the artifacts, which are very similar, although the back of an artifact is distinguishable from the glyphs when you put them out there. And these are items, and you can have multiple items. There's even some that are ancient. You can only have 1, but I don't know that I'll ever have more than 1 set in the game anyway. These can be picked up by unique heroes, which is actually pretty good because a lot of players like to spam armies with commons, and this gives unique people, hey, I can pick up this Ring of Protection, which is defense +3 for that particular figure. Some of them are one-shots. You can only, like this, you can drink 1 time to give you a movement +4 when you need it. And there's just all kinds of cool different things. Holy Symbol, this is attack +2 versus undead. That's more specific. You can also play that there are traps when you find them that you have to roll to disarm the trap before you get one of these. But these also add a lot of flavor to a battle. Okay, we'll start now figure-wise with Boiling Tension, the Molten Crustaceans. Okay, so these crabs, figure-wise, are some of my favorite miniatures ever. Now, neither of these guys are that powerful. The crabs actually come with these 4 tiles because they can replace, that when you kill a crab, you replace it with those tiles. They don't take any damage. They can just walk through lava. But when you kill one, you're going to roll the 20-sided die and put one of those tiles there. If it's 19 or higher, you put the lava. Otherwise, you put a lava field tile. But that can be pretty cool. Crabs work well in numbers, and they're only 45 points. And then the Tanuki Tricksters here, which are basically ninja not Ninja Turtles, but like Ninja Ferrets, Ninja Squirrels. Not really sure what they are. Basically, they can move around and do sneaky moves and phantom walks, and they're not attacked when they leave engagement. Neither one of these people are particularly powerful, but you can, again, they're both 45 points, but they're a lot of fun to mess around with. Next, we have Imperator Kane. I really like this. This is a friend to the other squirrels. He's walking around here in a little vehicle, and taking his special ability out of the picture, the fact that he has a range of 5 and 3 attack, 4 defense is pretty useful, right? And 5 hit points. Also, he looks really cool. But he also can stomp. So you just roll 20-sided die, and on an 8 or higher, on a small or medium figure, you're doing an extra wound to them just by stomping on them. This is a lot of fun. I really like this one. I wish it wasn't unique. I would bring like 3 of these out walking together. But still, really cool. And a precursor, I think, to G.I. Joe. Now, these next two, they work together. We have Grave Grim, who is a common hero, and your opponents are going to really dislike him. Not because he's particularly hard to kill. Only 2 hit points, 1 range, kind of fast to move. But also, before revealing him, you can move 6 small, medium, or large undead or Eisnick figures that you control up to 3 spaces each, which are these guys. We'll get back to them. More importantly, if they're within 3 spaces of this thing and you're rolling a 20-sided die for special power, he subtracts 3 from the roll. And your opponents who love using those powerful 20-sided powers are not going to like that. Now, these Revenant Acolytes, also ghosts, essentially, or ghost skeletons or whatever they might be. Here, when a hero that you control attacks or defends, if they're next to them, you can re-roll a die. Pretty handy. You can use them with the dog or other Revna heroes. At the start of each round, you can put one of your destroyed ones into an empty space next to a hero you control who follows Revna. So you can keep bringing these guys back, which, again, they're not awfully powerful, attack 2, defense 2, but still, that's really annoying. This is called annoyance to your enemy. Then finally, we have Scarith, Lord of Ruin. Now, this is my favorite one from this deck. He's 185 points, very expensive. 7 life, no range, moves 5, attack 5, defense 4. But I like him because he has special burst double attack. It's only a range of 4, but when he attacks, he can attack the same or different figures. He can attack twice, which is pretty handy to attack 3 2 times. Also, you can take an additional turn with the X. If you put the X on him, he gets an extra turn, and you can't use that double burst the extra turn. But still, he can slither up, shoot twice, and then he can get out of dodge or just move in into his regular attack. And if he doesn't attack a figure turn, he suffers a wound. So he comes up, he shoots twice, then he slithers in to kill you. He's nasty, he's mean, he's horrible. I don't like him. Well, I mean, I love him when he's on my team. And I'm going to draft him first. Okay, let's talk about these real quickly. The lava, you don't need it, although I got to give him credit. In the box here, when you open it up, there's a little thing here that says Hot Lava Death, which is a very dated, old podcast joke from one of the first board game podcasts, Geek Speak. But I'm amused that it's still around. Anyway, do you need the lava stuff? It depends on what you want. I mean, in these sets, only the crabs are like directly affected by them. There are other creatures old creatures who are affected by lava and things like that. It puts some dangerous stuff on the board. Putting the glyph on a lava thing makes it interesting. I like it fine, 8 out of 10. Glyphs for me, though, are a 10 out of 10. I mean, glyphs have always been part of Heroscape for me. You put them in the middle of the board, and it gives you a reason to run your armies forward. It gives you a reason to take ground. And they're uber powerful, but they're not invincible because you put someone on a glyph, and then you kill that person, and they no longer have that control. And whoever you put on the glyph, you're painting a big target on them. The artifacts are also cool. I like the artifacts, but I just really love the glyphs, and I'll always use them. All right, for figures, we have the crabs, which I like. Again, for purpose of how they look, 10 out of 10. And like I already said, the centipede is my favorite. I like all the stuff in here, not so much bugs this time around. Although you do have this big centipede, you can make a whole buggy army of sorts. But I really like all of these. They're fun. We're really seeing some very divergent looks at things that you can put in the army. You got ghosts, you got ninjas, you got crabs, you got a giant robotic centipede, which is my favorite, again. But I like them all. 8.5 out of 10. These are some really cool figures to add to your army. Heroscape just keeps getting better and better. So definitely check it out. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.